And who might you be?
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. I love you.
I know.
Hello everyone and welcome to Frozen in Carbonite. We're in this special treat today as we are about to spoil one of our first sets seen from the Frozen in Carbonite box set that me and my team have been working on and designing. So without further ado, let's show you some cards. Right, so the first card is, and you've probably already seen the spoil already, is Inferno Squad. So we're spoiling Inferno Squad today. So Inferno Squad is a Navy objective, it's a 5-1, titled Vardos. So if those of you who played the Battlefront game, you'll know all about the story and background of Inferno Squad. So this objective contributes X force icons to your side during the force struggle to a maximum of 3, and X is the number of unique Navy troopers and Navy officers units you control. And a nice bit of flavour text there from Iden Versio is, today the rebellion dies. So yeah, I got Battlefront 2 last year, and I really did enjoy the story, and I was well into the Iden Versio story and everything. So I thought it definitely needs to be in this game, and I know that story of Iden progresses from her changing from the Empire to the Rebellion, but this set is about while she's Imperial. So as for the objective itself, simple design, similar to the Ewok one. And what you'll find with some of the designs I've done, whilst I've tried to expand on some design space, I've also borrowed from the well, just for, like, I won't say safety precaution, but just to keep myself grounded, so I'm not getting too far away with some crazy ideas and rules. I wanted things that work normally in the game, but also try some things out. So yeah, so this objective is like that, and it gives a good force bump to the troopers and officers deck archetype. So you probably know who the main is of the set, and without further ado, it's Iden Versio. So she's a 4/3, 2 force pips, and she's only got 2 icons, a black gun and a black bomb. There's a reason for that. She's a character, officer and trooper. She has targeted strike, because, well, she's special forces, and an ability, while this unit is participating in an engagement against a rebel objective, it gains an edge-enabled blast. But here's the real kicker, which really makes her tick. Reaction: when this unit enters play, search your deck for a Navy weapon or Navy droid enhancement and attach it to this unit if able, and shuffle your deck. So this gives Iden Versio a great setup and decisions to be made on setup, because as you can see, I've made it so you can get a weapon or a Navy droid out. So those of you probably thinking at the moment, don't know of any Navy droids that can attach as enhancement, but might know of 1 or 2 weapons. So yeah, she really pairs up well with the Agent Callus set. Obviously that set's designed around enhancements and weapons as such, and the fact that when she drops into play early game, can search her deck, get the type of weapon she wants to set up for the type of game she wants to play. So she's a very versatile character. Fortunately, late game, just like in the story, when she's slowly turning towards a rebellion, if you do play a late game, you're less likely, I guess, to find weapons or droids in your deck if you've gone through your deck quite a bit. So she does have that issue, but to balance her out, she's only got 2 force pips. She doesn't have elite, though she does have ways of getting that, and so Wyden's quite dangerous, and so she should be for being a special forces Imperial trooper. I'm not sure there's too much else I can say about that apart from she is really cool to use, and I love the idea of pulling enhancements out of the deck and actually setting people up. It's always been an issue of mine with this game about getting the enhancements the right enhancements you want on the characters you're playing. So this gives you a nice sort of early game bump to give her a loadout worthy of a 4-cost unit, but obviously with the options you can play with different types. So it's a very interesting card, and I really like her for this. Right, so if you know Battlefront, then you might know her friend and partner, Del Miko. So he's a 2-cost, 2 health Imperial unit, 2 force pips, 1 black gun, 1 black bond, character trooper, and reaction. After this unit is focused to strike, search the top 3 cards of your deck for a non-limited enhancement. You may put it into play, enhancing an eligible card or game element. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck. The flavor text here is Agent Miko, Scout Ahead. So Del Miko was the part of Inferno squad who was good at fixing things, finding things. He was the scout, he was the lookout. And so I wanted to get that into this card. So one thing that the light side have was the slicer that could bring enhancements in, and I wanted that for the dark side, but I didn't want it to be as too brutal as that can be. So his reaction only happens after he's focused to strike, so you have to put him into the fight. And then whilst he does get to search the top 3, if you look at those top 3 and do find an enhancement, yes, you're lucky. And if you don't, then the cards go to the bottom. So you have the risk of getting rid of putting cards to the bottom that you don't really want to get rid of. So that's the risk you take with Del. But you can bring stuff in. We did put the thing on there. It's only non-limit enhancements, not like the slicer, because I still think the slicer is quite OP to the fact that you can start dropping in resources and everything. So Del can't drop in resources. Well, he can drop in the non-limited resources, but he can't drop in the control rooms and such. So that I felt balanced him out, and he's a nice even trooper unit. It's also because he's unique, then he goes with the objective, and yeah, and if you do want to enhance him up, he can be quite a tough cookie as well. But being a 2-cost unit, as we know in this game, he can be susceptible to other events and such. So Del Miko, very useful, and hopefully you can get that deck if you build it around enhancements ticket. So card number 4 is ID10, and ID10 is a droid enhancement. It is 1 cost, 1 pip, enhanced character unit, and action. Focuses enhancement to deal 1 damage to a target character unit or remove 1 damage from an enhanced unit. And with the flavor text there of slice it, as Iden always says when you use DO in the game. So when if you've played Battlefront and use this droid in the game, he can slice open things, but he also has this ability to go and shock people, which sort of like gives Iden a jump when she starts attacking people. But at the same time, he can also heal her. So I wanted to get those 2 abilities into the 1 card. So and that's what this enhancement done with this action. So it's a bit of a double action. So it can either be dealing the damage or be healing the damage to try and keep Iden in play. Because Iden being Iden, she's going to be a heavy target to probably take out. So yeah, if the Imperial player wants to keep her around, he could opt for this setup of when she pops into the play, she can pull ID10 out and attach it to her. So that's one way of setting her up if she wants to go on the defensive and keep herself in play. Aside from that, like Dio's unique, so I can only have 1 of him out at the time, and But aside from that, it's a nice all-round, probably first Navy droid enhancement in the game. So future droid enhancements, we'll have to wait and see if anyone else makes cards around that. But yeah, so that's Dio. So the next card after that is card number 5. So card number 5 is the TL50. So it's a 2-cost 1-pip enhancement. It's a weapon. It's an enhanced trooper or Navy character unit. Enhanced unit gains black gun and edge-enabled tactics. And a nice little kicker of an ability, if you've used this gun in the game, is when enhanced unit is focused to strike, you may remove 1 shield from a target participating in a unit fable. So the TL50 has this extra ability in the game, like shoots like a ion pulse. So I wanted to introduce that into a gun where it can basically disable a person's shield in the game. So this being on Iden is quite tough. Whilst it still gives her the extra gun, so it would take her up to 2 guns. It would give her the 1 bomb and the edge enabled tactics. So she still's reliant on winning the edge, and depending on whether she's playing against rebels or not. But this has a way of breaking through anyone who's like running heavy shields and stuff like that. So I think it's aptly cost. I mean, getting tactics is quite a big benefit, so that's why I put it as 2. So it comes into 3 for Iden, possibly comes into 3 if Del Miko finds it. But aside from that, paying 2 cost. So the last card in our set is a Fate card. It's Avenger Emperor, so it's a 1-pip Fate level 9, and it's if you control a participating unique unit of Navy and lose the edge battle, you may strike first in this engagement of a unit, bring it 2 cost or lower. So my idea behind this is, and if you've been counting up the edge pips in this set, is there's only 7 pips altogether in this set, and one of the main things, because Iden's a heavy hitter, and depending on how her loadout, she will be dependent on you winning edge, that I felt it necessary that to be the balancing factor is that this set have weak edge in it. So so by having less pips in there, you're gonna have to look for other deck building methods to boost your edge game up to make use of this set altogether. Because when you do have good edge, she and Del are going to be quite powerful. But as in Battlefront in the game, there's a point in it when they lose the Death Star, and they've taken a hit, and I wanted to get the feel of, like, even though they've suffered a loss, they will have a last laugh, or try and get a hit in before they're taken down. So it doesn't work with Iden, so that's probably a good thing. But main idea behind this is if you are expected to lose an edge battle, but there's that opportunity to maybe take someone down, someone who's down to a 1, like a low health, then you could lure him in and then play this. It's sort of taking on there's some scum cards that deal with losing edge battles, and this is more of a sort of like a backup card. I mean, if you're not feeling confident about losing, you could at least use this to try and maybe pull some magic play off of Del, and hopefully this could swing things your way. So all in all, that is the set Inferno squad. I hope you really like it. I'll enjoy reading all the feedback, and I'd like to hear what you think about the set. So this is one of 16 sets that's going to be in the box, well, the metaphysical box, as I would say, because it's not really going to be in the box. But yeah, so that is Inferno squad. I really enjoyed putting this one together, and if you're a Battlefront fan like me, then hopefully you really enjoy it. So yeah, so I look forward to hearing your deck suggestions, deck ideas, whether you think is it too much, too little. Obviously, we have done some testing, and I've done some tweaks to this, but everyone's got their opinion, and so I'd like to hear yours. See if this is what you feel like, if this is a legitimate set, because like I've said in my post, ideally I'd like it'd be really nice if I could get this adopted into the Star Wars LCG game, and so I have done my utmost hardest to try and tweak and balance all these sets and get everything right. And you'd probably be looking at these screenshots, and whilst these I'm not working with the best templates, but I am trying my best to produce what I can to try and give people a good experience, and hopefully allow them to continue playing the game and enjoying it. And if you like me and you like Battlefront, then this is definitely a set you'll enjoy playing with, and hopefully it will let you delve into some of those trooper officer deck ideas that maybe you haven't gotten into yet, and this might be your way in. You know, you've got Iden Versio leading your attack, then maybe you'll feel a lot better in using it. So yeah, I'll stop blabbering on now. I'll let you guys take over. Let me know what you think, and I really hope you enjoy it, and hopefully soon I can start showing you some more. Okay, well, take care everyone, and have a good Easter, and goodbye.